Day 6, recovery in the raw. Still clean and sober. 6 meetings so far, 6 days. Trying to make it to 90 meetings in 90 days. 90-day challenge. It's getting harder and harder. Not so much the staying clean part, or staying away from the dope, or because I really haven't had an urge to use. So when that comes up, I share that too. But I haven't had one. I think doing these videos and being committed to this challenge has really got me to the point where it's kind of mystical to me, but it's helping. It's helping. It's helping like I ain't nothing ever helped in my life. But the challenges is as I'm changing, I'm recognizing things in me that I was doing to please others or to fit in a crowd or to things like that. Like the hard part too is even making these videos, or sometimes you get off work. I say when you fit recovery into a regular life, well, at least for me, when I fit my recovery into a regular life, it's like having a whole another job. It's like having 2 jobs. I'm reading meditations. I'm praying. I'm reading the Bible, reading the Quran. Got Juma. I got prayers. I'm Muslim. We got to pray 5 times a day, and it may seem small, but I really put my heart in my prayers. So then you gotta cook, clean. You gotta get ready for work the next day. Go to bed at a reasonable time. All this stuff is it might seem regular to somebody else, but to me this stuff is stressful. Like sometimes I just want to lay down and go to sleep. But sometimes I want to sit back and I ain't watched a movie or TV show since I've been out. But I give it all the glory to God. This is day 6 of the 90-day challenge, but really I've been clean for a week today. It's 7 days. It's 7 days. I got out last Thursday. I haven't did anything. Haven't touched a drug. Haven't did a drug. Haven't thought about a drug. But it ain't easy as I thought it would be. And like I said, the hard part to me is the mental challenge. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I don't know. It's a burden on me. Just thinking about things I have to do. I'm doing it though. The only time I missed work was for legal responsibilities. Still got to see the PO. Still got to do this 24/7 program. Yeah, that's the other part of it. Being on probation, then I'm on bail also at the same time. So I got to do this 24/7 program. We got to drop urine every other day, and I don't know, figuring things out in life. Period. It's easy when you're in jail and you could just lay back and you could write down and plot down what you got to do, but when you actually get out and do it, that's where some of the stress is coming from. But I think the stress is making me stronger. The stress is making me more of a man. And that's the other part too. Like they tell you, don't be in a relationship for a year. When you get into recovery, well, I'm in a relationship. I have a child by this woman, and things ain't sweet with us. We still argue, we still fight, so that's added stress. But the stress for me and her is teaching me how to be a better man. It's teaching me how I was, maybe you could say controlling, because even when you get clean and sober, even if the other person ain't, you steady going, oh, you should do this, or if both of y'all sober, still, both of y'all could be sober and you're gonna me. I feel like if I see her doing something that's going around, but hey, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do this, I'm giving out all this advice to her. And I told myself yesterday I got to back off of doing that. Let that woman be, let her be herself, let her figure things out. Ain't nothing wrong with giving advice here and there, but just a constant all day. You should do this, you should do that. Why you do this? Why you do that? And I'm only working with a week, but yet I'm still trying to, but. Attitude and things I notice about myself come into play at work too. I think that's why it's cool to have a job, and it's cool to go to these meetings, because in rehab or in jail, you know, you alone. You know, you, and especially coming out of a addict's world where you used to being alone. You get high and you alone. Like I could drive around. I used to drive around in my truck and just be by myself and get high all day long. Bust a couple moves here and there, go get high. Bust a couple moves here and there, go get high. And now I'm learning how to interact with people, how to deal with people. Like I got, like it's gonna be people at work who, you know, who sell dope and who don't. You could tell who are on probation. I mean, if you've been in this life long enough, and just so happen, I don't know what I do or how these people see it, but these people always attract to me right away. And I attracted one at work. I know I could tell. I mean, boy got diamonds in his mouth, all type of stuff. I could tell he was a dope dealer, probably on probation. I mean, after doing so much time in prison and being in these streets, you can profile a person very, very rapidly. So, but somehow we working, and well, you know, we only got a few people to each pallet that we're doing rework for, and the guy ended up working with me, and right away I'm like, damn, how am I gonna deal with this? So I gotta steer. I already got a plot and plan in my mind how to steer this conversation from even talking about hustling or being in the streets or being in anything, and we did. And I felt triumphant over that, because even though knowing that I could see the street and the hustle in him, I took it upon myself to steer the direction of our conversations towards building, towards freedom, focus on your freedom, you know, things like that. So it's so that I learned from my mistakes, because in the past I'm like, yeah, what's up, my nigga, you know, talking like that and talking like how they talk, and you know, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm talking like a youngster when I'm talking to them, but this time I wasn't. I talked as an adult, and I was, you know, like explaining some of the things I've been through. I've been there. I done did down there 12 years in prison. Don't follow my footsteps. Don't follow my path. You know, and then not only that, took the risk of of destroying my own ego by admitting, like, hey man, look, I got this recovery channel, man, where I'm staying clean, and I got this 90-day challenge, you know, staying clean in recovery and doing 90 meetings in 90 days, you know, just putting it out there. I used to be afraid to put things out there like that. I didn't want people to think I got high or people think that I was in recovery. Now, it don't matter no more. I'm so happy, and I've got this feeling that I never had or haven't had in a very long time. I haven't been this happy in life in a very long time, and it don't come from having. I ain't got a lot of money. I haven't even got my first paycheck yet. My relationship's still rocky. I don't get to see my kid every day. I try to, but you know, I don't have my own place. So yeah, but guess what? I am happy, man. I'm happy. I can actually say I haven't been this happy in a very, very, very long time. And that step one is true, where it say powerless to your addiction, and how your life become unmanageable. I know my life ain't fully manageable. Yeah, well, I should say, yeah, but I feel like I'm in control. I feel like I'm in control of my life right now. I feel like, you know, and it took me to just sit back and let God do things. Stop trying to manipulate and finesse things to my liking or how I like it or how I want to see it, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna end this video with that. You know, just sharing today. I think tomorrow's Friday. I'm gonna share my story. Made it through a week, and now it's time to share. Tomorrow I'm gonna share my story. So make sure y'all watch. Day 7. Make sure y'all watch day 7. I'm gonna share my story. Let everybody know where everything come from, how everything happened, how I started my addiction and everything. All right, recovery in the raw. Let's do this. Let's get it.